Hello dear students, in today's session we will see how to perform the practical number 4, that is concurrent force system in space. The aim of this practical is to study the equilibrium of a particle subjected to non-coplanar concurrent forces. Now in the theory lecture we have discussed what is the force system, what are the types of the force system. So broadly we will divide the force system in two parts, that is coplanar force system and non-coplanar force system. So the non-coplanar force system is also called as a force system in a space or three-dimensional force system. So force system in a space is nothing but your non-coplanar force system. Now first we will define what is a concurrent force system in a space or non-coplanar concurrent force system. So in the theory lecture we have discussed a non-coplanar concurrent force system means when there are different planes. Let us, this is point O. At point O, the forces are acting of different magnitude in the different plane. Then this type of force system is called as concurrent force system in space. Next, we will define what is unit vector. Unit vector is a vector having a magnitude equal to 1. Unit vector can be in any direction. Unit vector gives the direction of a line along which it acts. So unit vector, the magnitude is equals to 1. Now how to find out the position vector? Suppose this is given your x, y and z coordinate system. Let us consider along x-axis a I unit vector is acting, along y j unit vector and along z a k unit vector is there. Okay, suppose at point O, that is the origin, having the coordinates 0, 0, 0, and with respect to the origin we have to find out the position vector of point A having the coordinate x, y, z. How to find out this position vector OA? So position vector OA is equals to coordinates of A minus coordinates of the origin, that is x minus 0. Along the x your I unit vector is acting, so writing I, plus y minus 0 j plus z minus 0 k. So position vector OA we are getting xi plus yj plus zk. In this way we can find out the position vector. Now let us say this is the point B having the coordinate x1, y1, z1. This is the point C having the coordinate x2, y2, z2. Now we are to find out the position vector of C with respect to point B. So what we have to do? Coordinate of C minus coordinate of B, that is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Okay. Next is unit vector along a given line. Suppose this is a given line AB. Coordinates of A x1, y1, z1. Coordinate of B are x2, y2, z2. We have to find out the unit vector along the line AB. So unit vector is denoted by E along the line AB. So that means we are going from A to B. So for that, coordinate of A, B minus coordinate of A divided by the magnitude of the coordinates of that points gives you the unit vector along that direction. So we can write the relation as, for unit vector AB, x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k divided by under root magnitude of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. In this way we can find out the unit vector along the line AB. Now we have to find out the unit vector along the line BA. Okay, so we are going from B to A. So to find out the unit vector along that line, x1 minus x2i plus y1 minus y2j plus z1 minus z2k divided by the magnitude of this quantity is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square plus z1 minus z2 whole square. In this way we can find out the unit vector along the line BA. Next, how do we define the force vector? Again, we will consider a line AB along which a force is acting from A to B. So the force vector can be written as magnitude of that force multiplied by the unit vector, as your force is acting from A to B, so unit vector along AB. So in this way we can represent or write the force vector with the scalar quantity and the unit vector along that line along which your force is acting. Next is equilibrium. When we say the given system is in equilibrium, when the net resultant force acting on the body is equals to 0. That net resultant force may be your resultant force and resultant moment. Okay, so now here the net resultant force we can write it as, the resultant force we can write it as Rxi plus Ryj plus Rzk is equals to 0. Conditions of equilibrium for concurrent forces in space. So as it is the concurrent force system, so your net resultant acting on the system is nothing but the resultant force. Okay, so we can write it as Rx is nothing but your summation f of x I plus Ry is summation f of y j plus Rz is summation f of z into k is equals to 0. So from this we can write summation f of x is equals to 0, summation f of y is equals to 0, summation f of z is equals to 0. So these are the conditions of equilibrium which we have to use for concurrent forces in a space. Okay, so this is the basic concepts which we must know before performing the practical named as concurrent force system in a space. Let us see the procedure and the calculation how to find out the magnitude of the tensions in the given string.